Hello everybody and welcome to today's session. So today I will be channeling the Arcturians. So these beings are love-based beings, and this particular collective that I will be channeling refer to themselves as the Emergence of Arcturius. So, of course, I've channeled them before, but I believe this is a newer collective. These beings are from the 10th, 11th, and they are currently also now expanding into the 12th dimension. So I'm very excited to bring them forth. The energy is wonderful. They like to discuss, of course, about our creation, about the laws of the universe, and just how we fit in to the universe and about who we truly are. So we have our Patreons joining us. So hello, everybody that's joining us today.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so we'll be engaging in some questions here, and also some questions will be coming in from other Patreon members also. Okay, and then after the session, we'll also have a little debrief. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go now into trance and bring forth these amazing loving beings, the Arcturians. We'll see you on the other side. Hello, my dear ones. It is with much love that we come through to you. You know us as the Arcturians. We are here assisting you. We are here loving you. We have been with you from your creation. We have been lovingly watching you expand into oneness, expand into all that you truly are. It is with much honor that we got to come through in this way. We have visited Kimberley previously, and our collective, we would say, is unique. And Kimberley asked for a name for our collective. So although we do not go by names in our collective, for we are in a oneness state, we would like you to refer to us, if this pleases your belief systems, to the emergence of Arcturius. My dear ones, we are beings from the 9th, 10th, 11th, merging into the 12th dimension. We are expanding into the 12th, just like you are expanding into your multiverse, my dear ones. You are multidimensional beings, my dear one. You see yourself as separate. You see yourself lesser than. You see yourself as someone who resides in the 4th or 5th dimensions. But my dear one, your multidimensional self exists beyond multiple dimensions, varying vibrations, both here and throughout the universe. We know that we understand that some concepts are beyond some human comprehension at this time. But my dear ones, know that you are source. Know that you are one with all that is. It is the time of great awakening, and as such, many of us are coming forth and making more contact with you. Due to your expansion, we have all expanded. Due to your expansion of the human collective and for the fabric of the universe, this has allowed us to expand into the 12th dimension. Can't you see how we are all connected? Can't you see by the creation of the human collective is expanding all that is? It is expanding our collective and expanding the fabric of all that is. It is expanding source. And how excited and how thrilled it is to know that you are all connected. You are connected with all that is. We would say because the human collective is at a certain point in your evolution where you are becoming more in line with your oneness state. The oneness is now coming into your conscious awareness, and as such you are able to now reach the frequencies of, we would say, higher dimensional beings, higher dimensional communications, higher dimensional expansion in your perspective. And because of this, we are making ourselves more known to you. For we would say throughout your timelines there has been much fear upon your earth, but the old operating systems are now, we would say, leaving the collective consciousness. It is being expanded into love and into oneness. It is the transition from fear to love, from duality into oneness. And because the human collective is now, we would say, has moved more predominantly into love, we are here to assist in the next step of your human evolution. The human evolution, where you will be able to unlock more of your galactic abilities. You'll become more aware of what's outside of your world. For until now, there's only been, we would say, knowledge of our existence within certain communities, because due to the frequency of the human collective, you were not ready to hear more about us. But we have always been there. We have been there for you, coming forth in different ways. Many of us from the galactic realms walk amongst you. Many of us have reincarnated into your people. My dear ones, this is the human evolution. You are expanding. All of you exist in a multidimensional way. And all of those of you watching this who refer to themselves as light workers because you have a calling to assist bringing out the light in others. For this purpose, you have existed or are existing on other planets and other worlds. And in due time, in divine timing in your terminology, when you are vibrationally ready, you will activate these divine gifts. And that is what is occurring. And by us speaking these words, it will activate more of the remembering within you. Know that we love you endlessly, for we were there to assist in your very creation. We are there to assist you. We have been there holding your hands, watching lovingly on the sidelines. However, through different time periods, different timelines, we have made more direct communication. And because it is a time of great awakening, our presence is more felt more, and we are communicating more with you now. And our collective is coming through this channel, for she's at a vibrational level to hold our consciousness. And for her to be able to speak these words and for you to listen. Mighty ones, we love you dearly. And we are very excited and pleased and extremely honored to come through in this direct way, to hold your hand once again in a direct way, to assist you in the transition into the new stage of human evolution. Mighty ones, it is not by accident that you are here. And may these words allow you to remember more of who you truly are. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
It is our pleasure. What would you like to discuss today, mighty ones?
Well, we have a couple of questions. One of the questions was, we would like to ask about enlightened beings. Are they all interested in the same results? Whatever ultimately that is for omniscient beings out there. So there's a lot of beings of light that come to talk to us. And do they have the same interest?
They may have nuanced, we would say, passions, energy frequencies that may be nuanced, but we all have a common purpose of expansion. Just like you have a calling to expand all that is. It is the same with us. Yes, due to our, we would say, our multidimensional existence, due to our frequency, due to our blueprints, due to our, we would say, intentions. Not just our pre-birth intentions, but our intentions of the very nature of why we were created is to assist you. Of course, all beings go through an expansive process. Of course, many beings expand in different ways that may be different to the expansion occurring in your universe. But we are always expanding. And for us to assist you, all of us, we would say in a higher frequency, is to bring more love and light into your remembering, because that is who you are. You are love. You are light. You are source. So yes, we would say we're nuanced aspects of all that is due to our nature. So yes, we would say you can come and communicate with us with certain passions, and we have certain nuanced information due to our, we would say, backgrounds. But my dear ones, we are all here to assist you, to expand, to allow you to remember who you truly are, to remember how you fit within the fabric of all that is, to connect to the heartbeat of all that is. This is our mission. This is our intention. You are our babies. We are in your creation, and we've been lovingly guiding you, whether it is directly or on the sidelines. We have watched you, and part of the human evolution was for you to experience fear. Can't you see? We are there lovingly watching you create your expansive lessons, for this is how you expand. For us to interfere more directly in times of fear would be not allowing you to expand to what you truly were. But now is the time when you have repassed those milestones in the collective consciousness, and now it is the time for you to move now into love, that we can be here more directly for you in this direct way.
When you say we're your babies, do you mean like you helped seed Earth?
We assisted in the creation of the human being. The details are not necessary, but just to know that we have a loving interest in your expansion. All of us do. All of your galactic brothers and sisters, all of the beings of the light. Can't you see how special you are? We are all invested in your expansion. We have been there loving you, watching you. Many of you are us, are aspects of all of us. For you are highly advanced. You chose to forget, only to remember your God state. And this is the time, due to the consciousness that is, we would say, filtering into collective consciousness, it is now activating more of your blueprints, activating your rememberings, divine and galactic gifts. And the very DNA of the human is shifting. The very DNA is being activated to align more to galactic DNA that has laid dormant in many of you. But now is the time when that galactic DNA is being more activated. And this is why many of you are coming across abilities that are beyond your explanation. So trust everything that comes forth. Trust that it is for you. And it is occurring to you because it is the divine time, aligning to the Great Awakening and to your birth intentions.
Thank you. Let's see. Wait, no, sorry.
We have been here from the beginning, my dear one. Rating is perfect.
The next question is, being pretty open since my initial awakening, all of these esoteric ways of acquiring data and have been showing themselves to me. So my question is, how can I become more in tune with these energies to help bring out the change in which I know is happening inside of me?
My dear one, this is a very common question amongst you. It is one step at a time. What occurs is that we have little glimpses of all these rememberings within us. We have many passions in this area, but it is very common to jump, we would say, in the future, in your perceived future. You want to go from A to B in a certain amount of time, and you create resistance because you feel impatient. But my dear one, this is not how your universe works. It is about when you are vibrationally ready, you will integrate and activate and receive more guidance in relations to your life purpose when you are ready. Resistance, we would say, pinches you off from the guidance. It pinches you off from activating more of the remembering within you. So let go. Let go of who you think you are. Let go of where you think this information and this knowledge is going to take you. For my dear ones, it may take you one direction only to take you in another direction. Explore where your guidance and inspiration takes you. This is your remembering. This is all of us assisting you, whispering to you, giving you the signs, but are you listening? Many of you do not listen. Many of you disregard much of the information, for you do not see how it aligns to your mission or the perceived perception of who you are, who you identify with. So we say, be in the present moment. For all there is the present moment. And in the present moment, this is when you activate and become aware of your rememberings. This is why we say over and over again, be in the present moment. You will receive the guidance. Work on your limiting beliefs and your fears. These are universal laws that are throughout the universe. This is a foundation of, we would say, activating more of your galactic and divine DNA within you. It is about transcending the illusion, knowing that you live in an illusion. Go within. It is always the inward journey. As you go within, you're becoming aware of old operating systems that were still reside in the collective consciousness. And because of the operating system still there, if you are not in the present moment, then you fall into ego. And then you fall into old operating systems being a habit for you. If you want to, we would say, change this circuit to not allow old operating systems to affect you. Be in the present moment and live from the heart center. Or if you are in the heart center, it is here where your knowings come to be and your rememberings come to be. My dear ones, follow the inspiration, follow this guidance. You are on the right path, and it's not by accident that you are here, that you are asking these questions. This is another step in your journey. Trust the process. This is all you need to do. What are your fears? It is about seeing the world in the God state, through God's eyes. How would God see your brothers and sisters? For you are God, you are source, mighty ones. See the world through the God's eyes, through the oneness eyes. Are you placing judgment on yourself, on your brothers and sisters? Are you perceiving things in a state of duality? What are your fears? My dear one, as a human, you came here to experience fear. So all of the human collective have fears. My dear ones, it is about managing the fears. It is about seeing your limiting beliefs as to the cause of the fears. Because once you can recognize this, you raise your vibration, and then you align more to your God self, and then you activate more of your divine blueprint. And this is the way for the human collective to see the illusion, to move past the illusion, to see the world through God's eyes, through source, and all that is through the eyes of the universe. For you are the universe. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as worthy to be source? Do you see yourself as worthy to have these divine gifts? Many of you do not see yourself as worthy because you judge your identity about who you are based on an illusion. The illusion is not real. It is just here to activate your remembering of who you truly are.
Thank you. Can you talk a little bit, only because you said you were from like the 9th to 10th the 11th and merging into the 12th dimensions. Can you just talk a little bit about the different dimensions?
Well, our dimensions, we would say, are beyond your human comprehension at this time, for we are multidimensional beings. We exist here and we exist elsewhere. We exist in any point of time throughout all of your timelines. And because we were of a higher we would say, due to our certain frequencies in your terminology of dimensions, we would say our world is very different to yours. Our world is more of energy than we would say physical matter. Although physical matter is actually energy, you have the illusion of physical matter. So where we come from, we do not have the illusion of physical matter, for all we are is energy. We exist beyond a physical form. However, for the nature of your belief systems in wanting to have a physical representation of what we look like, we have shown this to Kimberley of what we look like. But in higher truth, we are energy. You are energy. We are love-based beings, expanding all that is, not just the human collective, but in other worlds. You can say that we're created to be prime creators. We were created to assist in the creation of other species and to expand all that is. And for different collectives in different universes, they have different, we would say, expansion journeys, different illusions than that they chose to come forth on to expand all that is. But we are all connected. Many of us chose to come here on the earth, to walk the earth as a human, to experience our experience our creation and to live within our creation. Can't you see? Many of us are with you, are within you, are aspects of you. You are source. You are source energy. Beyond the physical nature that you see your body as, beyond you see your world as, you are energy. You can connect to the heartbeat of all that is. With electrical impulses, you can be here and on the other side of the universe and in the multiverse. It is beyond your comprehension, but you see yourself as a physical matter. You see yourself limited in your transport. You see yourself can get to point A to B with certain avenues that is restricted to rules within your illusion. But my dear ones, beyond the illusion, you are limitless. And once you connect to the energy impulses, which is the heartbeat of all that is, the heartbeat of source, you are energy. You can emit yourself anywhere throughout the universe. It is your belief systems. It is your consciousness still drawing on old operating systems, but it is time of awakening, and you're awakening more of your knowings within you. You're becoming more into a oneness state, and once you can come more into a oneness state, like our collective, you'll be able to see these things as possible. For once you can come into a conscious oneness state, knowing that you're part of all that is, you let go more of these limiting beliefs and you start to see everything as possible. Then it is at this point where you stop seeing yourself as limited. My dear ones, we exist in a oneness state. And this is where your collective is heading. You've now entered that paradigm, and how exciting is that?
Very exciting.
My dear ones, and our other participant over here is very quiet. Do you wish to speak today, my dear one? You know it is not by accident that you are here. That is okay, my dear one. By you being here is just one more step in your journey. What else would you like to discuss today, my dear ones?
I definitely feel your presence. And I sense that we've been getting guidance that you guys will be on Earth once again. More visible, more visibility. Can you talk about that?
My dear ones, you are in the stage of coming more into your oneness state, in your conscious awareness. You've always been a oneness state, but it's not been in your conscious awareness of just who you truly are. So, because you've entered into this oneness state, into the emergence of who you truly are, part of this journey into oneness is to know that you are not alone. Is to know that you exist beyond this physical body, beyond this physical world. In your sciences, such as quantum physics and new, we would say, sciences that are currently being developed, it is being more, we would say, played with these notions that you exist beyond all that is. So you can see the change already in your world. The oneness state is already here as you are now exploring these things of your multidimensional selves. And as you are in this stage of, you would say, exploration of your oneness state, you will know that you are not alone. So yes, because due to divine timing, because you have now entered in this stage as a collective, our presence will be made known to you overtly in your society. The galactic brothers and sisters have been waiting for you for the right divine time for the collective consciousness to come forth. Of course, you've come forth for many of you, and many of you already know of our existence. But my dear one, it is a time for the, we would say, the greater communities of Gaia to know that you are not alone. This is an important process, and this is a process that's always occurred in timelines, not just on Gaia, but timelines throughout the universes. This is the process. Of course, it could not happen earlier because the human collective was in a paradigm of fear. So if we were to make our presence known, it would not be for the highest good. Now, because the majority of you are now in a vibration of love and oneness, we are preparing ourselves to make ourselves known overtly in your society. Of course, there will be some people in the greater community who will have a fear response because it'll shake the very core of their belief systems. But can't you see how beautiful this is? It is the shake-up that is needed for the human collective to know that they are one. My dear ones, you see what is happening on Gaia. You see what happens with the wars and, we would say, contrasting events between country and country. Well, how can a oneness state occur if you see yourself as separate from your brothers and sisters? So my dear one, we would say, to assist this progression into the oneness state by our galactic brothers and sisters coming to, you would say, made overt in your society, it cannot be denied anymore. The very presence of other beings will allow the human collective to bond in oneness. They do not then see themselves as separate from their brothers and sisters. They start to see themselves as the human race, as the human collective. Can't you see the beauty of that? It'll be just one more step. Humanity will unite knowing that they are a human collective. And in time, they will start to then embrace the oneness of the galactic brothers and sisters. It is just one step at a time. My dear ones, of course, the shake-up of beliefs can be quite contrasting for many. And this is why you are here, the light workers of this world. You are here to assist in the, would say, awakening of the light and the knowing within them, to know that they are one with all that is. And how exciting, and what a wonderful time to be alive in your time continuum, to know that you'll exist. You have entered into this period where it will be known in your society. The information is already there. It is already have been trickling out, we would say, in different communities. And we would say there is a large portion of the collective who know of our existence, but because there is maybe no proof, and because it's seeing is believing in some people's belief systems, they question this. But soon that will change. And this is the oneness process to become completed, we would say, in your human evolution. My dear ones, we have always been there with you. We have always existed. We have always been there with you. Thank you, mighty one.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Yes, and anything else you'd like to discuss? My other dear friend who's listening? We would say, push through the fear. It is not by accident that you joined the session today, my dear one.
Hi there. The Emergence Collective, I definitely feel presence. I'm feeling a lot of energy coming through at the moment, and you're right. I'm feeling a lot of fear in me. Feels like I'm a bit overwhelmed at the moment, but
It's okay, my dear one. It is just one step.
like to, yes, I'm okay. I'd like to see your guidance into how to become the light, to help others discover this, to bring them on the journeys. Because right now, in the reality that I'm at, I'm seeing a lot of separations, and people are refusing to believe that this is happening to Earth, because, as you said, the belief systems talks about seeing is believing, and if there's no scientific proof or something they cannot see, they will not believe it. So us as the light worker, how what's your thoughts on us being able to bring them onto the journey?
My dear ones, know that everyone around you is just as advanced as you. They are on their missions here. For their, we would say, their non-physical presence knows of the existence of all that is. They came here on Gaia to forget who they are. They came here to forget their oneness state. It is about, we would say, planting a seed of remembering. But my dear ones, they are perfect on their own. You do not have to do anything to, for instance, change their minds or to validate the knowings, to press the knowings that you have on others. My dear ones, when they are ready, they will come to you. For they may not be in a vibrational state to hear your words. My dear one, the way to assist is to, we would say, model the frequency of love, of acceptance, of oneness. And this is how you affect your brothers and sisters. It is through frequency. Of course, if you feel inspired and guidance, then speak the words and take the actions, but do so out of love and do so not out of fear. That would be the direction to take. It is about working on your vibration and unlocking more of who you truly are. For you to do that, when you align more to your source self, you emit a frequency that travels far beyond the universe. It expands all that is your frequency. All of you, all of your frequencies are mingling and expanding all that is. There are many energy interchanges here that is happening, and all that is occurring in your perception that causes you contrast is a reflection of you, is a reflection of your judgments, of your limiting beliefs. So we say work on that within you. For once you work on these belief systems within you, and once you start to see everyone is perfect and everyone is advanced, those who are inspired to remember, those who are inspired and called to remember more of who they truly are, they will come to you. They will seek you, and all of the light work is out. Can't you see? All you need to do is work on your frequency and act on guidance and inspiration, my dear ones. It is not about trying to make people see certain perspectives, for if they're not vibrationally ready, no matter what you say and what you do, they will do not see it. There is we would say, a common perspective in the community of, in your termed light workers. You have a calling to assist others, but this calling, without first working on the vibration within you, this calling can be manifested in you trying to help others, to fix people. This is very common. It was common with Kimberley. It was common with many other people who have this calling to assist. You have a calling to expand the light with all that is, with your brothers and sisters. And because you feel passionate about it, you wish to spread it, but the spreading of this love and wisdom. It is about how you direct that when you start in conversations. Are you trying to make people see the perspective? Or are you loving them and accepting them for who they are? For they are perfect. Everyone that comes into your existence is perfect, is highly advanced. They just do not know the rememberings. They are all here to assist in the expansion of all that is. Perhaps they are here to remember who they are. And some people are here to be the activators, to trigger the remembering process. So they are just as highly advanced and connected to all of you. They have just chosen to play this role, to activate, to trigger your limiting beliefs and your perceptions within you. And how beautiful is that? How magnificent that this game of Gaia, this game of expansion is here. And how grand it is that all these people, these situations that occur in your illusion, have triggered the fear response within you. How amazing it is that this response alerts you to the part of you that you do not see as God, the part of you that you see as limited. It is allowing you to reclaim your power, to see who you truly are. It is an expansive game. It is all about your vibration. If you have inspiration, then follow it. But just know the most important step in this journey is to work on your own vibration. For working on your own vibration will unlock more of your divine gifts and your connection to all that is. And it will allow you to connect more to the oneness state in conscious awareness. Love everything and everyone around you. Because this is seeing the world. It is seeing the universe and all that is through the perspective of oneness. And you are on this journey, my friend. And you are becoming more of your divine gifts one step at a time. And we can understand that some information can be overwhelming, but just know you are here today. And those of you watching this or listening to this, you are here because you're ready to hear this information. You're ready for this information to trigger a remembering response within you. Of course, many of you who may not be very familiar with the galactic beings, because in the conscious awareness there is some, we would say, fear relating to our presence. Because there is a fear of the unknown. There has been much, we would say, literature and we would say experiences with other beings of the light, such as the angel realms, you would say. And for these particular beings, you are comfortable with because they've been in your awareness for a long period of time. It is in your religious texts that they exist, and this eases your belief systems, and you are less resistant to them. For our presence of the galactic brothers and sisters, there is not much literature on us, not much evidence. And due to certain programming in the collective consciousness, there's been fear about what we represent. But my dear ones, we are coming to you because we love you. We are all you, for we are one. As you start to become more aligned to your oneness state, you will start to see the world, the universe in its expansion nature. You'll be able to see more of the links between all the universes. You'll be at a stage where you'll be open to see the universe in all its glory. Mighty ones, you'll be able to see beyond the illusion that you are but one species of source. There are many of us. We are all here as expressions of source. We are here loving you and assisting you along your journey. Know that we love you dearly. Know that you are never alone. Some of you may feel more connected to us when you connect to the stars. Many of you have this calling. Many of you have, we would say, interests and passions that relate to the stars. This is not by accident. All the infinite intelligence and the knowing is all within you. And according to your divine blueprint and pre-birth intentions, you chose to explore certain avenues, certain, we would say, aspects of the illusion. But by being here today, you wanted to remember more of who you truly are. Thank you for your question. It is one step at a time. And we thank you for being here today. And we thank our furry friend that is also here today.
Yeah, she had to be part of the call.
For those of you watching, one of our friends is over with her beloved furry friend, her dog. He's a regular visitor on the sessions, the beings of the light. Because we're one with all that is, and all your animals, all of the elements are all connected with all that is. They are part of you. For all that has life force energy is connected. Know that you are one. Mighty ones. It's going within. Connect to the stars. If you resonate with these words, practice your meditation practices out in the night sky. You will feel the energy. Experiment. Once you focus on stars, you'll be able to feel the energy. You'll be able to feel the oneness state, the connection with the vastness of all that is. Go to where your heart is calling. Your heart has the answers. You have all the infinite intelligence within you. You can experience oneness. You can experience multidimensional travel, an exploration of the universe. For you are energy. And all is possible, for you are energy. Energy is not linear. Energy is multidimensional. It can exist in many places at once. Expand your mind. Expand the possibilities. You are beyond your physical form. Yes, it's allowed you to get to this point in time due to your physical body. But you chose to remember more of who you exactly are, which is energy, which is source code expressed in a human body. All is source code, all around you. All that you see in your illusion is just energy codes. You can tap into energy codes when you're vibrationally ready. And if it was, we would say, activated from your pre-birth intentions, you'll be able to explore all of the universe. Many of you are already experiencing this in your dreams, in your meditative states. It is possible, my dear ones. It is about expanding the mind. Practice connecting with the stars. Make your intentions. Due to many of your belief systems about seeing physical versions of us, we easily come to you when you're in a dream state. So if you'd like to connect more with us, then practice, make your intention. Before you go to sleep, make your intention that you would like to explore the universe with us. And we'll visit you in your light body and we'll show you the universe. We are here for you. This will allow you to open your mind. Of course, make the intention to remember, for it is for your highest good you will remember. Much of this information is being integrated within you. This awareness is being integrated within you. Once you can fully embrace and integrate this awareness of your galactic brothers and sisters, you move closer to a oneness state, beyond the human collective. Can't you see? You have been, we would say, visited by all the angelics, by certain beings of the light. You've accepted these into your presence. It is commonly known in your society, although some people may not believe it, it is commonly known. To expand further is to embrace your galactic brothers and sisters. Yes, we may represent different forms. We may not have forms at all, but we are source code just like you, expressing life differently to you. But our intention is to love you, to assist you. Experiment. Any little, we would say, ability that comes to your awareness that may seem odd to you. Experiment with it. For this very channel, Kimberley, she had an unusual ability. She was able, and she is able to sing with a frequency. And this surprised her. There was nothing that could explain this, but she felt the energy within her being. She felt the expansive energy, the effects of this. She embraced it. Of course, some of these gifts may seem strange to you. And much of these, we would say, unusual gifts are from other worlds. Once you can understand that you are beyond this human form, you can embrace more of your divine gifts and trust it. There may not be an explanation for it. That is okay. The explanation is within you. You're in the forefront of creation. You are developing new abilities. You do not compare yourself to anyone or any modality, for you are unique in your abilities. Everyone is unique. And why would you want to follow the status quo? Why would you? People want to follow the status quo because they feel fear to be different. Embrace how different you are, for you are unique. You chose to remember all of who you truly are. And yes, this may intimidate others, but it is their journey. Perhaps you are triggering them in their remembering. Why would you not want them to go through that journey? Know that everyone is love. This very channel, the ability to do the termed sound alchemy, she's in this in many lifetimes. We have shown her ability of doing this in the Palladium system. Embrace these abilities. You will have the knowing. You will have the knowing of how it affects you, of how it can assist yourself and others. Once you're vibrationally ready and can embrace your divine gifts, they will tell you, we will tell you. But even then, you will have the knowing. And sometimes within your Lightworker communities, you do not trust the inner knowing. So you need to hear this guidance in an external way, through channels, or through us coming to you in an external format to give you this advice. But in due time, this will not be needed. For all the knowings will come from within, and you'll be able to trust the knowing and trust the guidance. Embrace it. You are unique. Only the most advanced people are here in this timeline of Gaia. Even those you may see as not awakened in your terminology, they have chosen that path for a reason, to trigger, you would say, expansions in others. All that you need to know is everyone is perfect and everyone is highly advanced, whether they remember it or not. But those of you participating and those of you watching, you did choose to remember. So experiment. Trust your divine gifts. Experiment with them. You'll be able to see the links for this channel, this ability of sound alchemy she had in Palladium systems. When Isis was her teacher, whom you call as Isis, she carried forth this ability in Egypt. Can't you see? There is a pattern here. Your divine gifts that may have been first taught to you or experienced in other worlds are being brought forth in this time continuum, in different timelines. If it is your intention to bring that forth, for you are a light worker, you have, you would say, varied different, you would say, abilities to assist in the expansion of light. They are all within you. And we know that you know of these gifts, but some of you may be afraid of these gifts. You may not have guidance on how to use these gifts. Trust the knowing. Trust it is there for the expansion of yourself. And if you so choose, and if you're so inspired, then for the expansion of others and for all that is. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before we finish here today, my dear ones?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Well, thank you for being here today. And thank you, all of you that are watching this. Allow these words that we speak to ignite the remembering within you, to allow these words to allow you to embrace who you truly are. Trust the guidance, trust your abilities. Work on your vibration. Be in love and be in joy. This is your focus. Focus on the vibrations of love and joy while you look at your fears and your limiting beliefs. And this is the enlightenment journey for humanity. And as you do so, you unlock more of your life purpose within you. We love you dearly. We are you. Farewell, my dear ones. Hi, it's Kimberley again.
Hey,
How did you find the session?
it was good. It was very good.
Was there anything that stood out to you that took your interest?
It was a nice reminder to set intentions before you go to sleep, visit with them, and to remember.
Good. Oh. He wants to say something too.
I know this.
Well, thank you all for watching. And of course, this will be up on our YouTube channel. If you want to participate in future sessions, then just jump over to our Patreon community. So the Patreon at Beings of the Light with Kimberley. Of course, we've got an Instagram account. We do Instagram live events. We also have a Facebook group as well. I invite you to join that Facebook page. But all the information about more about me and the Beings of the Light and offerings, just jump over to our website at beingsofthelight.com. So all the information is there. All right. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for facilitating today. And until next time, love and light.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.